Okay, so here we are now in the cover crop plots that contained hairy vetch. And as you can see, with using hairy vetch as a cover crop, there's not a whole lot of ground cover left now that we're in season, now toward mid-May. The problem there is that these legume cover crops are more succulent in nature than our grass crops. And what this means is that these simple sugars and these simple proteins that make up this cover crop are more readily broken down by microbes and deteriorated by weather and stuff of that nature. So we have very little ground coverage. So what that really translates to is that that ground cover is removed faster, and therefore weeds can come up in a quicker fashion than they can with the winter wheat or the cereal rye. Also, there's been a lot of research done on added nitrogen enhancing Palmer pigweed germination, and that is true in this study. Both our crimson clover and hairy vetch are legume species that we're interested in evaluating. We have seen it enhance Palmer amaranth germination in these situations. So what we can take from that is if we do have a really problematic field here in the Mid-South, it's probably not the best case scenario to use hairy vetch or crimson clover or some other legume cover crop as a standalone cover crop. We'd be better off mixing it with a grass cover crop such as winter wheat or cereal rye. Other concerns that we also have when it comes to cover cropping is that there is a such thing as too much residue. We can get to a point where we cannot manage it, and we have problems maintaining seed soil contact when we come back and plant our cash crop. So if we don't get a good stand of our cash crop, really the weeds aren't much of an issue because we don't have a crop. Other concerns moving forward with cover crops is this is not going to be a standalone measure for weed control here in the Mid-South. It is an effective tool that we can use, but still overlaying residual chemistries and being timely with post-emergence application of herbicides is the best way to go, and incorporating that into a cover crop situation where we can have not only herbicidal effects and mechanical methods of control, we also have cultural methods of control.